Welcome to our Christmas edition of Checkpoint and an update on some of the stories we covered this past year, from unfulfilled water promises to fulfilled election promises. Well, kind of. This is Checkpoint and I'm Nkepile Mabuse. Water woes have been in the news much of this past year, not least in Madibeng in the Northwest Province. Checkpoint producer Thanduxolo Jiga finds out if the rights for which some in Madibeng gave their lives have been delivered to the people.
To most South Africans, Lerato Siema is just another tragic victim of violent protest. To his mother, he was everything.
He was the breadwinner, he was the light of the family. We expected so much out of him. You see that it's so sad when you lose someone who you depend on him financially, emotionally, and everything. It's so sad.
27-year-old Lerato was among the many angry residents in the Northwest municipality of Madibeng who took to the streets on January 15th over a lack of water. It's alleged that he and a friend were caught by police who beat them up and then dragged them into eNCA. Lerato's friend apparently managed to escape. Police are said to have continued to assault Lerato before pushing him out onto the pavement and leaving him for dead.
I was called that Lerato was thrown in a tar road, and when I arrived at the hospital, he was unconscious. He was bleeding through his ears, his nose, his eyes, his private parts. Everywhere there was a hole, he was bleeding through that. He was wearing this cap inside the eNCA. I'm angry to the point that they stole his precious life from him.
Many here say Lerato's death is a symbol of the human cost of corruption. 3 other people died of gunshot wounds during clashes with police, plunging the province into chaos. They died demanding the most basic of human rights: clean drinking water. Politicians stand accused of creating and cashing in on the water crisis in Madibeng. Instead of improving ailing infrastructure, millions were budgeted to pay contractors to deliver water. Businessmen like Elias Mukwena, who owns Chokzo Construction, made a killing. Mukwena received over R1 million a year to deliver water. When we confronted him about cashing in on the misery of his fellow residents, he accused us of being jealous of his wealth. Mr. Mukwena, I'm asking you about the contracts that you got from Madibeng because of your political connections.
And you understand me? I haven't got contract.
But you did get contracts.
No, before there was a contract.
And you made millions from the water crisis.
Yeah, I was working, yes. I was working.
Yeah, but is it because of your political connections?
Not a political, man. I'm not a political. I haven't got a membership card of the party.
Did you receive the contracts?
No.
Did you ever tender for these contracts, or they were given to you because of your political connections?
I was having a tender from 2007.
Did you tender, or it was given to you, Mr. Mukwena?
No, I tendered it. You must go to Madibeng.
But there's no records of you tendering,
no,
Mr. Mukwena.
I was tendering that tender. Oh. You born yesterday, you are jealous for this house. You, man.
In response to the community's anger, the ANC fired the mayor and the speaker and suspended 3 officials and promised action. The Department of Water Affairs promised to resolve the water crisis. 10 months later, Checkpoint went back to see if anything had changed. It certainly hadn't for Moses Hasi, who lives in the town of Jericho.
Tepaka since is meeting agis the 2000. Tepe habisits fell like a veil or no tepe demo jarting, just for like habisits. ga gona metsi a tswa mo go yone gore ke kgone go kry-a metsi ke ga ke tshwanetse ke tseye koloi ke ye maboloka kotsi ya metsi.
Moses has an 11-year-old child with cerebral palsy.
Mma wa sebetse ke setse le ene ke tlamile go batla metsi ke mo tloela mo beteng ngwana o le nna ke tse kribana go batla metsi go metsi a tswang go teng go tlisa botlhoko tota go tlhoka metsi.
Another Jericho resident, Abraham Mashaba, says getting access to water every day is costing him.
Ndate mo Jericho re sokola phata ka metsi ke dingwaga re tlhoka metsi o tlhokeng ha rona metsi o tsamaya re reka go na le tšhelete go se na tšhelete o lala fela o dina metsi o tse gribane o ye mo ka reng a tswanyana mo batho ba ba borileng o gona o ka o reka metsi mo he a pala gore go lokisiwa mafaratlhatlha mo fase mo le gore tse dingwe di maintaineo tse dingwe di teng di phunyeile a dina motho o di tlhokomelang gore a di tsosolose diano ke se sengwe se se costang gore tlhoka metsi.
A leaked report commissioned by the Ministry of Water Affairs says problems in Madibeng were as a result of a complete lack of maintenance, insufficient funding, and a failure to act on critical reports warning of water supply problems. We asked new Madibeng Mayor Justina Mutibe why this had been allowed to happen. She said they had been under the illusion for years that there was ample water capacity. So, according to the mayor, it was a lack of planning.
We were so relaxed as the municipality until we realized that this is not sufficient because of the mushrooming of the informal settlement. That's one reason we landed up where we were.
But a report last year by former Cooperative Governance Minister Richard Baloyi said water shortages in Madibeng were engineered to enrich politically connected contractors. He recommended criminal charges against suspended municipal manager Monde Juta and other officials. But the recommendations were ignored by the ANC-dominated council.
Criminal charge, we didn't open the criminal charge because the report was tabled in council, and the instruction given by the council is that the disciplinary hearing should be effected. So we are acting upon the instruction of council.
Mutibe says the municipality has uncovered more evidence of corruption.
Our internal audit presented a report that says there are fraud and corruption in our Department of Finance, and that report was tabled.
She says the municipality has stopped outsourcing the delivery of water.
Madibeng municipality has indeed developed a turnaround plan. We have the long-term plan and the short-term plan. The short-term plan, we started with the small projects of drilling boreholes.
The municipality has now gone back to basics, using boreholes to supply water. But it's been a tragic and expensive lesson.
After the break, happier news in Perdekop, the scene of a fulfilled election promise.